You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Here is a complete video of a maker set from start to finish. If you want to skip ahead to specific points in the video, then check the description below for skip times. Enjoy! Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and here is a Wonka Gingerbread Cottage Kit. It includes everything you need. There's a setup tray, the Wonka candy, the gingerbread house panels, and the pre-mixed icing. So you really don't have to do much, but take it out of the box and get it all set up. But let me flip it around so we can read all the directions, because there are quite a few directions. I was reading a piece of cardboard and cover that in foil for the under base. Now it looks like you get a plastic base with it, which you set on top of your cardboard. So we'll have to follow along how to assemble the house and do all the directions, all right? So let me get in here and see what is in the box, because I have no idea. Okay, so here's all of our gingerbread panels, and they're intact. I was a little worried about here's the icing. And it looks like it needs to be kneaded a little. And some Wonka candies, all right. And then the under tray. That is the under tray. I was worried about the box because everything was very flimsy in that. I don't know if you could see that. And I was worried about the gingerbread getting broken in there. So that's the only thing I would say is a little sturdier box, because everything just flopped around and moved around. But it survived, so I guess it wasn't that bad. Here is the under tray. It says front right there, so that's going to be there. And then the icing, and then let's take a look at the panels. So we'll carefully get in here. Now the panels are decorated on the front, so you know that these are going to be on the outside. So this is the front and the back. This looks like the roof. Okay, here's the roof pieces. And then here are, the side walls. So I think we're ready to go, huh? So let me get my underbase, get some aluminum foil, and let's put this together, all right? So we'll check back. Well, I'm ready to make a gingerbread house now. I have everything ready to go. Now I put the candy still in its bags. I'm going to go over those a little closer detail later. I just wanted to show you how the little bowls are handy to have, so I'll crack those open later. And then the frosting, I have been, what they said, kneading the frosting. That was part of the directions to get it soft, and just make sure you don't press too hard and squish it out of the bag. They also said lay out your gingerbread on a flat surface, and then cover your cardboard in aluminum foil. But I used parchment paper. Parchment paper, still very food safe. I just wanted something white. So you can cover it in aluminum foil if you want. If you have parchment paper, I just wrapped it like a little present with some tape. And then you put your base there. Now I noticed on the base, the way it was cut from the factory, it's way uneven. So I was going to trim this side to match this side and get it right, because someone must have cut it this way, or they have it on a mold or something. So I wanted them to match. And you could even see this is cut on a little angle, so we'll cut that to match too. There, that's better. Now the front, go to the front. So the first thing it says now is to create a line around the outside of the base. So we're going to do that. Now, here we go. So 1/8 inch cut opening on this, it said. Let's see if that's enough. So you're going to squeeze it like a piping bag. That looks a little thin. Let me cut a little bit more. It's hard to tell where the plastic seal is. Okay. That's good. So we'll pipe all around this plastic base now. Now this is for your support, so you don't want to, definitely don't want to skimp here, right? Holding up your whole house. Okay, so there is the icing on that. And then it says on the two back panels You want to run icing up the edges here because that's where it's going to connect to the sides. But where that is exactly, I'm going to have to mark it. So you see, I'll just kind of hold it here and know that the other side panels are going to go right on this outer edge, just to be certain. We want to make sure it's right. Okay. Now the icing itself seems a little bit different than the icing you'd make from scratch. Okay, I hope that's enough. There you go. Okay, I think that is good. So they want you to put now one back piece and one side piece on. So we'll do that next. So we'll plop this into here. And then we'll set this on here. I want a nice good seal there. Okay, there we go for that. That is step one. Step two would be the other side piece. Now this needs to slide over just a little. Okay, there we go. Just trying to get a nice fit there. So I'm going to squeeze these in, squeeze this in. All right, and then the front piece. Now the gingerbread is a little bit smaller than the actual base, so that's why it's kicked out on an angle just a little, but we'll see if we can squeeze this in real tight. All right, then I'm going to just clean up my edge here, almost like doing a bathroom caulk on a tile. Remember, this is all going to get covered up later. Okay, looking good. So that's the start. Now it's going to have to sit for 15 minutes, but it looks like, let me see, step 5, using setup tray, okay, repeat with front and wall, okay, if needed, prop walls for stability, but I think we're pretty good there because these are just going to go on the side like that. So I think we could get it all together. It should hold fine, and then we can then I'll actually let it dry, and then we'll have to come back. So let me get this set here. I was wondering if they wanted you to wait between steps, but it doesn't look like it. Well, this probably won't even touch this stuff right here. Looks like we'll have plenty for the decorating. All right. So I'm going to put mine so that the shingles are going down on both sides. Shingles down, shingles down. So what I'm going to do now is they say you can get some like glasses to hold up the side. So I'll do that because I don't want to have them slide down while it's drying. See, they're starting to slide a little, but starting to slide a little. Let me get a glass. Okay, so these are my support glasses. There you go. I could put some down the center. Won't hurt. There we go. Okay. So now it's a waiting game. So I'm going to come back in about, it says 15 minutes. So we'll let it dry for 15 minutes, come back, and decorate it. Well, there it is. It's all set. It's pretty solid here. I'll show you that in a little bit. I want to go over the candy now. I have that ready to go. So the first candy here I see is bottle caps. And then the little pellets, little pieces here, these are nerds. And then you have sweet tarts. And the last one is Runts, and I have one broken banana in there. I noticed that earlier. Okay, so decorating of the candy cottage. Well, it really depends on what you want to do. So let me see. Based on the amount of candy, I'm going to say there's not a lot of candy to really do this one up. So let's take a look. You can press the frosting in, or the glue, whatever you want to call it. Icing. But, here, let me see if I could show you on the top. But it's holding together pretty good, okay? So I don't see that there's going to be any issues with starting to decorate it. So now they show quite a bit of candy on it. So let's start off with the roof line. So I'm going to put some of my frosting along the roof line. And there's no right way or wrong way to do this. Just do whatever you want. And I'm going to lay some bottle caps along the top. Here's my canvas. I'm going to say, as far as the kit goes, it's nice to have it all. Now, I've made gingerbread houses from scratch. It is a little more difficult, for sure, because, you know, you got to get it exactly the same thickness so you can build a nice house. How's that? So I found that pretty challenging. There we go. And let me get a little extra frosting up at the tip here for my last one. There, that placed really nice. Look at that. And then, you know, a lot of times on the roof line they have stuff along all of your edges where you want to seal it up and make it look nicer. You can just run it along the edge here. I'll just use the bag as like a spatula. Okay, so let's do the sweet tarts along my edges. And I'll put the S up. Now I'm kind of going color by color, but you can mix up the colors. You don't have to do what I'm doing. Looks like 4 fit really nice. Okay, and then let me get this back wall. Oh, only one more green. All right, so there's some really good decorators out there that really spend a lot of time making these huge gingerbread houses. But that's not me. All right. So if you want to really take it to the next level, you can. So since I only have one green, I can't get this side to match. So I'm going to do a different color here. We'll do blue. purple, orange, and pink. Oop, upside down. There you go. I think it's starting to take shape now. I'm not sure on the nerds yet. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle the nerds along the bottom edge. And I think that's how they have it on their design, which makes sense because it would be very time consuming to place all those nerds individually. So I'll do that next. And the pink. Squeeze that in there. There we go. Okay, so there is that. Now while we're on this side, let's clean up this bottom edge here. Alright. Now how to get the nerds in there? Well, I'll just toss them in. Come on, stick. Stick, you little nerds. Stick. There you go. Nice. How's that? Let me do the back. I think we still have a good amount of frosting here. Alright. More nerds. Just kind of throwing them against my house. Let me get these cleaned out. Now I could just grab a tweezers and put them all in. I've used tweezers before in my decorating. There we go. But it's also fun just to throw things at your house. Yes. Nice. That was a good one. Okay. So now this side. I want to get a few more in this corner right here. There we go. I'm being more gentle now. So, do you think you'd like this kit? Do you think you would do the kit? Do you think you would add more to it or other things? Because I have a few additional items I'm going to bring in that didn't come with the kit. So we will make this the new front now, because I think it doesn't matter, but we will now just leave the door intact and just decorate next to it so that we can get into our gingerbread house. I forgot what the front was and the back was, and there we go. So here's our door. Now they do show really fine lines around all the details, so let's see if we can just at least get the door outline. With a 1/8 inch cut, I don't have much left. I thought I'd have more. Here's what's left in my bag. So I pushed it all up to about this section now. So I might not be able to trace my door. You almost need to cut a smaller hole. Let's see. It's hard to work with this bag, that's for sure. There we go. Now, a door handle. Yes, let's use the banana. There's my door handle. Oops. Still south. There we go. There. Now you can get into the house. And then, let's see. It's hard to do this here on this side. Let's do a couple edge decorations, because a lot of times you see them on the edge. I'm not sure what I want to put here. I think I'll do more bottle caps to kind of make the whole roof line the same top and bottom. Ooh, backwards. I'm leaving it, because that's the way I did it. That's the way it's going to stay. There we go. And I'm running out of stuff, so that's why I'm kind of spacing it out more now. But I do have an add-on item here that I need to show you. Will actually come out later in the video. It is my ginger people, so I'm going to bring them out now and put them in front of their house. I didn't use many of the runts, did I? Okay. Look at that. Classic. And I am almost out. Can you believe it? So let me make a little runts spot there. Get some runts in there. There's a runt. And here's another runt in front of the house. There you go. And, oh, maybe a runt right there, huh? Let's see if it sticks. No, you don't want to stick. I bet you a bottle cap would stick. Or let me put a sweet tart. There we go. So my Pepperidge Farm family. Let me show you what these are like. Now these are coming up in another video, so you'll see them in more detail. It's Mom and Pop. See? There's Mom. And where's Dad? Here's Dad. And my little kids. Where's my kids? Here they are. So we will put them next to Dad. How's that? Alright. So let me show you what's left in the candy. Here's what's left in the bottle caps. Not much. Here's what's left in the sweet tarts. Okay. I'm just giving you an idea so you're decorating. You might have to add some additional items. And then here is the runts. And then here's what's left in the nerds. Okay, a lot of nerds. So that is my Wonka Gingerbread House. I'm going to come back and prop these up a little better. There you go. With my gingerbread family. How's that? I'm happy with it. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking for having fun, which I did. Got to clean up a little mess, which is okay. That's part of the project. So that is the Wonka Gingerbread Cottage Kit. I'm going to say, if you see it, well, we saw it at Walgreens. I say grab it. It's a fun little project. Doesn't require baking where you have to take the time to do that. So if you don't have the time to bake, makes it real easy. So there you go. I'm just kind of modeling it for you. And you can do a lot more to it, but in regards to frosting, I'm almost all out. So thanks for watching. It's really appreciated. Check that description. Ooh, little people, don't fall, my little children. Oh, so yeah, check the description or search our channel. Later. If you want to find this item, click the link in the description area below the video. You can also watch more videos in this series by clicking here. Thanks for watching. And always remember, if you see a lucky penny, pick it up.